Hello again, and welcome back to Tuesday of the first full week of Lent. This is day 6, and our meditation for today, coming from the book 40 Things to Give Up for Lent and Beyond by Pastor Phil Ressler. Today we're talking about giving up people-pleasing. This is something that sits very near and dear to my heart. A few years ago, Kathy and I went to a couples night that was put on by a fellow we had seen once upon a time in years past who had moved into couples counseling. And he had an item on the evening that was called, "What Pooh are you? Which character from Winnie the Pooh are you?" And without going through the whole story, I came in as Piglet. Piglet is the character who will bend over backwards, break his own spine to keep from offending somebody. Because everybody's got to be happy. And if he's unhappy, well, he'll live with it as long as everybody else is happy. As a pastor, I often struggle with the fact that this isn't the work of ministry. It's not making people happy all the time. One of the things that always gets said of ministry is you're supposed to comfort the afflicted, yes, but there's also a time to afflict the comfortable, and you have to be ready for those moments. You know that old cliche, though. You can please some of the people some of the time. You can please some of the people all the time. But some of the people you can't please none of the time. There's truth in these words. You can't make everyone happy. So stop trying. Not even Jesus made everybody happy. Love is not always doing the thing that people want you to do, the thing that will make them happy. That's actually called enabling. Love is doing for them what you believe in your heart and you know from God to be best for them. We learn this from the prophets in the Old Testament. We learn this from Jesus himself. They didn't always tell people what they wanted to hear. They told them what they needed to hear. It cost Jesus and many of the prophets their lives. Love involves sacrifice. If you're a leader, then you have to set the course according to where God is directing you. Certainly listen to the advice and the wisdom of others. In fact, you need to do that. But make sure God is actually the one who's navigating the ship. Not everyone is going to come along and follow, but that's okay. If God has got you on course, you need to keep looking forward. I've told the story before of the pastor who, in the middle of winter, came across 3 of the boys from his congregation, and he decided to give them a challenge. He said, I want to see who can make the straightest line across this snowy field. And so he went and he stood on the other side, and the boys took their spots, and the boys tried walking across the field towards him, leaving the straightest line possible. And the one boy, he kept looking down at his feet, trying to keep them straight, and his line meandered and went back and forth. The boy on the other side, he kept looking over at the other boys, trying to judge his distance, and his line kept meandering back and forth. The boy in the middle, though, kept his eye on the pastor. And he went straight towards him. And we need to keep our eyes straight on God to let him guide us on a straight path. There is a danger when we value the thoughts and opinions of others more than we value the will of God. It'll hold us back from walking in the destiny he has in store for us. When we give in to people-pleasing, we lose our focus and our direction. We'll be steered in all sorts of different directions. Little progress will be made towards the destination. find the landmark of Jesus. Find that spot where Jesus is and keep steering straight towards him. Let's pray about this. Father, you know that there are different kinds of people in the world. Some of us thrive on conflict. Some of us thrive in an environment of chaos. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. But some of us do everything we can to please others, and we don't please ourselves. And we get thrown off course trying to follow them and give them their happiness. Help us to find you as the landmark by which we navigate our lives and to steer ourselves towards you. It may mean that we make some uncomfortable decisions. It may mean that we have some unpopular things to say and to do. But if you are in them and you are guiding us to them, then they are what needs to be said and done. Give us courage and confidence that we're following you today and every day.